Angela Cullen reunites with Lewis Hamilton as he begins his Ferrari journey. This reunion marks a significant moment in Formula One history, bringing together one of the sport's most successful partnerships once again. To fully appreciate the importance of this development, we need to understand the background of Angela Cullen's role in Lewis Hamilton's career. From 2016 to 2023, Cullen served as Hamilton's physiotherapist and assistant at Mercedes. During this period, Hamilton achieved unprecedented success, securing 4 consecutive world championships from 2017 to 2020. Cullen's impact on Hamilton's performance was substantial as she became an integral part of his inner circle and support system. The partnership between Hamilton and Cullen began in 2016, a year that saw Nico Rosberg clinch the Drivers' Championship title from his Mercedes teammate. However, with Cullen's guidance, Hamilton reclaimed his throne, securing 4 consecutive titles and outshining his new partner Valtteri Bottas following Rosberg's retirement. This period marked the peak of Hamilton's career as he stormed to 4 consecutive titles between 2017 and 2020, equaling Michael Schumacher's long-standing record of 7 world championships. Cullen's role extended beyond that of a typical physiotherapist. She was Hamilton's confidant, assistant, and main support system. The two were inseparable in the paddock for a long time, with Cullen playing a crucial role in maintaining Hamilton's physical and mental balance in the high-pressure environment of Formula One. However, in March 2023, Hamilton and Cullen suddenly parted ways. This unexpected split occurred just before the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, the second race of the 2023 season. The news came as a surprise to many given the success and closeness of their professional relationship. At the time, Hamilton posted on Instagram thanking Cullen. "For the last 7 years at Cullen, Angela has been by my side, pushing me to be the best version of myself. I am a stronger athlete and a better person because of her. So today, I hope you'll join me in wishing her the very best as she takes her next steps to pursue her dreams." Following the split, Cullen took some time off from Formula One and eventually found her way to IndyCar, where she teamed up with fellow New Zealander Marcus Armstrong. Meanwhile, Hamilton faced challenges on the track, enduring 2 consecutive winless seasons in 2022 and 2023. Fast forward to recent events, and we see the first hints of a possible reunion. On Hamilton's 40th birthday on January 7, 2025, both he and Cullen posted intriguing social media updates. Hamilton shared an image of himself standing atop a mountain during a skiing holiday with the caption, "Another one around the sun. Thanks for all the birthday love. Hard at work already. Talk soon." On the same day, Cullen posted a picture of herself on the slopes with a small red flag displaying Hamilton's iconic race number, 44, in the background. These synchronized posts sparked speculation among fans and media alike. It was unclear whether the pair were together or on separate skiing holidays, or if their social media activity was intentionally coordinated. However, these posts were enough to send Hamilton fans into a frenzy, reigniting hopes of a potential reunion. Adding fuel to the fire were reports that Cullen was staying near the Fiorano circuit, where Hamilton was expected to make his Ferrari test debut. This proximity raised eyebrows and led to increased speculation about a potential reunion. The Daily Mail reported that Cullen was staying locally as Hamilton prepared for his first run in a Ferrari F1 car. The speculation has now been confirmed by multiple reputable sources. Angela Cullen is indeed rejoining Lewis Hamilton's team, but with a new twist. She's not just returning to her previous role, she's becoming part of Hamilton's Project 44 company. This arrangement sees Cullen taking on the role of team physiotherapist within the performance team. Motorsport.com, part of the Autosport Group, reported Hamilton has reunited with physio Angela Cullen. Lewis signed her to his Project 44 company. Autosport and the race have also confirmed this news, lending further credibility to the reports. Cullen will be working under Mark Hines, who serves as the race director. Hines, who previously worked with Hamilton between 2016 and 2021, has recently reunited with the racing star and oversees Hamilton's Project 44, the company which manages the F1 icon's business affairs. This structure places Cullen as part of Hamilton's broader support team at Ferrari. It's worth noting that Cullen's presence was spotted at Fiorano during Hamilton's Ferrari debut. She was seen dressed in Scuderia gear during a promotional video, sporting headphones while standing next to team principal Frederick Vasseur in the garage. The reunion of Hamilton and Cullen has generated significant excitement among fans. Social media platforms have been buzzing with positive reactions, with many expressing their joy at seeing this successful partnership rekindled. One fan commented, "Ah, this soothes my heart. Angela is so sweet." While another exclaimed, "Reunited duo Ferrari's gain. Hamilton and Cullen's winning formula." Many fans welcome Cullen back with comments like, "Welcome back, Angie," and "Best news ever." One enthusiastic fan wrote, "The best possible news." Now the magic begins. The potential impact of Cullen's return on Hamilton's performance at Ferrari is a topic of much discussion. Martin Brundle, a former F1 driver and current pundit, believes that Cullen's return is crucial for Hamilton as he adapts to his new environment at Ferrari. Brundle stated, "A bit of a challenge though, because it's a different language perhaps to understand where all the green buttons are in a team. He's left behind Bono, his famous engineer, and the comfort zone of Mercedes. It won't be that easy. That's why he's parachuted Angela Cullen and his manager Mark Hines to get a team around him."
Bit of a challenge though, because he's got to, in a different language, perhaps understand where all the green buttons are in a team. He's left behind Bono, his famous engineer, and the comfort zone of Mercedes. So it won't be that easy, and that's why I think he's parachuted back in Angela and his manager Mark Hines and to get a team around him. So
Brundle further elaborated on the challenges Hamilton faces. Some big challenges. There are some big challenges. His teammate Charles Leclerc has been there 7 years effectively and knows exactly where the buttons are and who does what, and makes things happen. Lewis will have to face that. Leclerc is incredibly fast, but I have no doubt that if Ferrari have a race-winning car or a championship-winning car, then Lewis can win races, and even the championship.
Some big challenges. Charles Leclerc, his teammate's been there for 7 years effectively, knows exactly where all the green buttons are and who does what, who makes things happen. And so Lewis will have to face that. Leclerc is incredibly fast, but I have no doubt that if Ferrari have a race-winning car or a championship-winning car, then Lewis can win races and even the championship.
While the exact reasons for the initial split and subsequent reunion remain unclear, it's evident that Hamilton values Cullen's contribution to his success. Hamilton once said of Cullen, "People, for sure, won't understand it naturally because they see it from a distance, but she has been one of the greatest things that's happened to me in my life. I've been fortunate to work with a lot of people, and she's the single hardest working woman that I get to be around. She's focused, selfless, and she makes my weekends peaceful. Every day I wake up, whatever time it is, she's just positive. Never a single day has she been negative. So that's very, very important. I think it's important in life to put positive people around you. You can't be going around with dead weights. You can't be going around with people who don't inspire you to be better and lift you up when you're down. You need to be around people who can do that for you, and she's one of them." Even after their separation, Hamilton and Cullen maintained contact. Hamilton said in 2023, "Angela is living her life right now. She has a lot of ideas of things she wants to do. We message each other almost every day. And we're still going skydiving together. We'll always be in each other's lives. We are united to each other, unfortunately or fortunately. We have been through thick and thin. I'm grateful that our relationship is as good as it is. We have probably had one of the longest relationships, I would say, in the sport. I'm incredibly grateful. I love her very much." Looking ahead, expectations are high for the Hamilton-Cullen partnership at Ferrari. Their previous success together at Mercedes sets a high bar, but it also provides a solid foundation for their new endeavor. The upcoming milestones, such as the car launch on February 19th and preseason testing, will offer the first glimpses of how this partnership might influence Hamilton's performance in the 2025 F1 season.
So we might be in the Formula One off-season, but the world of motorsport is abuzz with growing speculation that seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton is set for a shock move from Mercedes to Ferrari.
The Formula One world is in a frenzy as the first details of Lewis Hamilton's highly anticipated Ferrari test drive are emerging. This marks the important moment in F1 history, with the 7-time world champion preparing to don the iconic red for the first time. Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari for the 2025 F1 season, announced last year, was shocking for the motorsport community. This bombshell signing is now materializing, with Hamilton set to begin his Ferrari journey nearly a month before the official launch of Ferrari's 2025 F1 car. According to a report by Auto Racer, Hamilton is scheduled to arrive in Maranello next week, and the team has been meticulously finalizing preparations for his arrival. Ferrari has crafted an intensive testing program for Hamilton, demonstrating their commitment to ensuring the British driver is fully acclimated to the Ferrari machinery before the 2025 season commences. The Scuderia has reportedly added a second private test session to Hamilton's preseason schedule, going beyond the usual preparations. The testing program is set to unfold across 2 prestigious locations. The first stop is Fiorano, Ferrari's private test track nestled near their Maranello headquarters. This hallowed ground has been the site of countless important moments in Ferrari's history, and now it will witness Hamilton's first laps in red. Following the Fiorano test, the action will shift to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, home of the Spanish Grand Prix, and a track long favored for preseason testing. Timing is crucial in F1, and Ferrari has planned Hamilton's test schedule with precision. Motorsportweek.com reports that the Fiorano test is slated for the week of January 20th. Specifically, January 20th will see Hamilton meeting the team's engineers, including his new race engineer Riccardo Adami, followed by simulator sessions. The 3-day testing of previous cars is set to begin on January 21st, with Hamilton expected to drive the team's 2022 F175 car on January 22nd. The Barcelona session is penciled in for late January, with Ferrari reportedly booking a 4-day window at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. This strategic timing allows Ferrari to maximize their preparation time while adhering to the sport's strict testing regulations. Motorsport.com states that the team intends to make full use of the TPC allowance, which permits up to 1,000 kilometers of testing. These test sessions have taken on even greater significance in light of recent changes to F1's testing regulations. The FIA has introduced new rules for testing of previous cars, partially inspired by Red Bull and Max Verstappen's testing activities in 2024. These changes have reshaped how teams can approach preseason preparations with their drivers. Under the new regulations, F1 drivers are now limited to a maximum of 1,000 kilometers of testing per calendar year. This distance must be spread across no more than 4 different test days. It's a tight limit that forces teams to be incredibly efficient with their testing programs, making every lap count. For drivers not competing in the Formula One World Championship, the rules are more relaxed, allowing for 20 TPC days with no mileage restrictions. These rule changes were announced by the FIA last month, with the adjustment to the sporting regulations made for F1 2025, after some F1 teams were perceived to be going against the spirit of the rules by holding TPC tests with active drivers last year. Verstappen's test at Imola behind the wheel of Red Bull's 2022 car last June has been cited as a key example, with TPC tests originally intended to offer mileage to young drivers. Now, let's focus on the details of Hamilton's first Ferrari test. The inaugural run is set to take place at the Fiorano test track, with the exact date pinned to either January 20th or 21st, depending on weather conditions. Ferrari is leaving nothing to chance, ensuring optimal conditions for this crucial first outing. One of the most intriguing aspects of the test is the choice of car. While initial reports suggested Hamilton would drive the F175, Ferrari is yet to confirm whether he will be piloting the 2022 F175 or the 2023 SF23 for his maiden voyage in red. Both cars represent different stages of Ferrari's recent development path, and the choice could offer insights into the team's testing strategy. A particularly symbolic moment will come when Hamilton's iconic number 44 adorns a Ferrari for the first time. It's a sight that many fans thought they'd never see, and it's sure to be a moment that will be etched in F1 history. Hamilton's first week with Ferrari, scheduled for January 20th to 23rd, promises to be a whirlwind of activity. On Monday, January 20th, he'll make his grand entrance at the Maranello factory. This day will be packed with crucial first experiences, including his inaugural session in Ferrari's state-of-the-art simulator and meetings with his new engineering team, including his race engineer, Riccardo Adami. Adami is a significant figure in this transition. The Italian engineer previously worked with Carlos Sainz for the last 4 years, and before that was race engineer for four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel. Adami's experience extends back to his time at Toro Rosso, now named Racing Bulls, where he worked with drivers like Vitantonio Liuzzi, Sebastian Buemi, and Daniel Ricciardo. His wealth of experience will be invaluable as Hamilton adapts to the Ferrari way of working. The following 3 days will see Hamilton transition from virtual to reality as he takes to the Fiorano track. The British driver is expected to have his first on-track session on Wednesday, January 22nd. It's worth noting that Ferrari has stated there's no special program planned for Hamilton, suggesting they're treating this as a standard, albeit crucially important, test session. Interestingly, Charles Leclerc is also expected to participate in the Fiorano test. This early collaboration between the two-star drivers could be pivotal in shaping Ferrari's approach to the 2025 season. The dynamic between Hamilton and Leclerc will be one of the most closely watched aspects of the upcoming season. Moving on to the Barcelona test, Ferrari has cleverly booked a 4-day window at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. This extended booking provides crucial flexibility, allowing the team to adapt to weather conditions and maximize their testing time. The choice of Barcelona is no coincidence. Its mix of high and low-speed corners makes it an ideal venue for comprehensive car evaluation. The significance of this testing program cannot be overstated. For Hamilton, it represents a crucial period of acclimatization to Ferrari's unique systems and procedures. With only 1,000 kilometers of testing available under the new FIA rules, every lap will be meticulously planned and analyzed. This intensive testing schedule is all in preparation for the official preseason testing in Bahrain, scheduled for February 26th to 28th. By then, Ferrari aims to have Hamilton fully integrated and ready to hit the ground running. In addition to the TPC testing, Hamilton is likely to get more laps in Ferrari machinery through Pirelli tire testing. Reports suggest that the Italian team is due to test for Pirelli during the first week of February in Jerez, Spain. To further boost Hamilton's seat time, Ferrari also has the option to use a demonstration day where running is capped at 15 kilometers for current cars and 50 kilometers for cars 2 years old or more, or a filming day capped at 200 kilometers with a current car. These additional opportunities could prove crucial in Hamilton's adaptation process. While Hamilton is getting to grips with his new machinery, work continues apace on Ferrari's 2025 Challenger, codenamed Project 677. Development of this car is being led by Loic Serra, a former Mercedes colleague of Hamilton's. Interestingly, reports have emerged that the cockpit of the Ferrari has been moved further back for F1 2025 as the team prepares to welcome Hamilton. This adjustment could be significant, as cockpit positioning proved a major irritation for Hamilton during his penultimate season with Mercedes in 2023, with the 7-time world champion complaining that he was sat too close to the front wheels. Other details about Project 677 have also emerged. The car is set to feature a pull rod front suspension for the first time since 2015. This layout, favored by rivals McLaren and Red Bull, is believed to enhance airflow towards the complex underbody, which generates a significant proportion of the car's overall downforce under the ground effect regulations in place since 2022. A revised wheelbase and a shorter gearbox are also expected to feature on the new car. However, Ferrari is poised to retain the team's divisive pull rod rear suspension pursued by former technical director Enrico Cardile. Ferrari and customer outfit Haas are the only two teams still competing with a pull rod rear suspension, with their rivals all opting for a push rod layout. The Scuderia view the pull rod rear suspension as a key factor behind the excellent tire management of their 2024 car, with the changes to Project 677 aimed at achieving better weight distribution for further gains in this area. The new car is set to be unveiled on February 19th, just one day after Hamilton and Leclerc make an appearance at F1's first-ever collective season launch event in London. The anticipation surrounding Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari has reached fever pitch in Italy. Roberto Cinchero, an experienced Italian F1 journalist, described the phenomenon as Hamilton Mania. Lewis Hamilton has officially become a Ferrari driver. This monumental shift marks the end of an era and the beginning of an exciting new chapter in the career of one of the sport's greatest drivers. But how did this shocking move come about? And what led Hamilton to make what he describes as the hardest decision of his career? The seeds of this dramatic change were planted in February 2024, when Hamilton announced he would be leaving Mercedes at the end of the 2024 season. This news came as a surprise to many, especially considering Hamilton had signed a 2-year deal with Mercedes just months earlier in the summer of 2023. To make the move possible, Hamilton triggered a break clause in his contract, as reported by Racing News 365. In an interview with F1.com, Hamilton shed light on his decision-making process.